I'm from Dallas.
Dallas.
Texas.
Dallas.
Hey, Sasquatch, I don't mind being interviewed, and we can do the
Bye,
co-stream thing.
Gail. Bye, Gail. I'm sorry I missed you. I had to go in there and put clothes in the dryer.
Give them a kindness, Gail.
By the way, Sasquatch does a lot of interviews, so if you're interested in, a lot of times he'll go through and ask people to do interviews with him, and he's from Milledgeville.
Milledgeville.
I'm sure I'm butchering it, but
that's like South Georgia, I think.
But he got that deep voice, and he got long hair, and he's a cool looking dude, cool dude to talk to, and he does a lot of interviews. If you hang out over there, chances are pretty good at some point he'll ask you to do an interview with him, and that helps promote folks Middle Georgia. It helps.
Interviews are what I like the best.
He got a lot of loyal followers that tend to link up.
Judy May, bye, hon. You have a good weekend too. Loop, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to grab
Judy May.
Oh, you're good.
Have a good weekend, Judy May.
Who's us that man up there?
That's a belt loop. We just
Vicky, that's a belt loop on the under frog.
I'm Belt Loop, otherwise known as Gary. Hey, Bud Files.
Bud Files, Cheetah. I did stream. Wow.
Where's Sasquatch?
I did. I streamed.
Hey.
It works for you. So how
it worked. So if you see the bottom, you hit more, and you hit then you hit stream this to your audience.
All right, let's see. 1 second.
I'm seeing all the red.
Mine says that up in the well, it would be my right hand, but probably on y'all's left hand side of your screen.
Well, at the bottom, if she should see like where it says mic, camera, guest, well, not guest, but mic, camera, it should say more. Then hit stream this to your audience. Cheetah! Bud Falls. This is going to be confusing, guys.
All right. Well,
I'm seeing a lot of
confusing this one, man.
Oops, you dropped it.
She says, "Shoot me."
Not allowed. We're not allowed to shoot you, Mandy.
I was trying to say something to Belt Loop, and he's gone now, right?
I'm here.
Oh, you're
okay. I see you.
At least I think I am.
Who dropped?
Michelle.
Everyone's left down here, Mandy. Okay. Belt Loop, every time I hear your name, Belt Loop, it kind of throws me back to my childhood because I can hear my daddy's belt pulling through his belt loop.
God. Don't remind me, please, Mandy. Oh, man.
Man, those were the days.
I'll be glad to tell you where I got the name Belt Loop from, and 29 for that matter. When I was a young man back in 1979, 1980, maybe 81, I was just getting to where I was, you turn into a teenager, that type of thing. You start hanging out at all the local, hangout spots at the, McDonald's or whatever. And so I was a very restless teenager, and I always tended to go every waking moment I could when I wasn't in school or doing something else. I would go down to the hangout spot, the game room or whatever. It used to be a thing. Anyhow, so I was always hanging around. So one of my brother's friends, I guess, that noticed I was always hanging out or hanging around, gave me the nickname Belt Loop, and I've kind of kept it ever since then. At one time, I was Belt Loop 601 because the area code here where I live is 601. But then I couldn't remember my password to my email, so I had to change the number to something else. And so I was following, Kevin Harvick in NASCAR at the time, and he was
not
he was
Kevin
driving.
Harvick.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Excuse me. That was out
that's
loud.
all right. But at the time, I was following Kevin Harvick, and he was driving for Richard Childress Racing, and so I just picked up the 29 instead of 601. I don't really follow any sports anymore. I'm familiar with them. I just, kind of lost interest in them. So about the only thing I do these days is YouTube.
I understand, Leon. I understand.
So Cheetah, we're all streaming here.
Beltloop, are you a retired police officer?
No, ma'am. I'm actually, I work. I'm a lieutenant with a police department that is a mental health facility. I am certified, graduated top 10 in my class. That was a few years back, and I was in a lot better shape than I am now. Now I'm rather rotund or fat. It's part of my plan to remain looking youthful, because while I stay fat, it kind of pushes out the skin to eliminate wrinkles.
I'm going to use that from now on.
Oh, it does,
That's going to be my
So
You see the wrinkles on me, right?
what you're trying to say, Beltloop, it's okay to eat them biscuits and gravy. It's okay for me to eat.
I love biscuits and gravy.
Is that what you're telling me? It's okay for me to eat them biscuits and gravy?
In my opinion,
That's what he's telling you.
I believe that's what he's trying to tell me.
Nothing better than Southern biscuits and gravy.
That's right. Gravy, sausage gravy, or tomato gravy, and whatever you like.
Oh, Lord, I love
sausage gravy is good. I enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, stop. What the hell is tomato gravy?
Hell, what?
I was about to ask the same thing, Michelle.
Take my Southern card.
Hang on, y'all hold up. We gonna pull our Southern card.
I've never heard of tomato
What
gravy.
the hell is tomato gravy? I've heard of tomato jelly.
Tomato gravy.
Never heard
I
of
ain't
tomato
never heard that
gravy.
one there before either, Froggy, so don't feel bad.
So tell me, somebody tell me.
Hey, Brett Glassow and Misha Lake.
Cheetah, you're funny, Cheetah.
Get run too.
I'm going to get you, Cheetah.
Oh, they can run. I thought they can't.
If you've never had tomato gravy, you need to go and look it up. I'm sure there's plenty of folks on YouTube that have done videos on how to make tomato gravy.
Somebody tell me what it is now, though.
It's gravy made with tomatoes.
Gravy
It's
out
gravy.
of tomato.
It's gravy made with tomatoes. That's right.
That's what we're trying to ask,
Like
Corzo.
pureed tomatoes, like instead of water or milk, you still add flour and the salt and the pepper and the whole nine. Just tomatoes is the base.
Hey, I don't know
What in the world is?
I've never made tomato gravy. I've ate it many a time, and it's good. It's really good. But, I have made sausage gravy, and that's really good too. If I'm cooking, it'll be probably sausage gravy. But
mine is whatever the meat drippings are. Like if we're having pork chops, it's going to be, white
Pork
gravy. Instead of pork chop gravy. Okay,
Sure, ain't nothing wrong with that either.
I got you. I understand now, I think.
Leon, y'all right over there?
Oh,
continue with your. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just need to
he's
So-
confused.
He's probably talking
He's
to Sarah.
confused.
you're good.
Cheetah is confused. He wants to know how we're all streaming.
Hey, cool. We're gonna have sausage. We're gonna have a Caucasian Sasquatch going to come up. You're good.
Cheetah is. Oh, sorry.
So we're all streaming on StreamYard.
And Mr.
Nelson.
Never mind. Just call my name.
He's changed it to Mr.
I got different
Boss
names
now.
every day. It's okay.
Okay.
He's
Girl,
already
everything
done
went
it.
late for dinner. I should
How
say
are we
late for
supposed to
breakfast.
remember
for
what
him.
to call you if you don't even know what you call yourself, sir?
Exactly, right?
You have to ask Vicky, because she has like Vicky and Frog has different names for me every day.
What should we call him today, Vicky?
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, right. Right. Bob.
Okay, Mud.
Yes, we are all streaming on
Well,
StreamYard.
I don't think we're all streaming. Somebody can't be. As far as I know, I think we can only do 6
Not
total, and
me.
there's 7 people here.
I'm not streaming. It kicked
Michelle's
me
not.
out. I tried it. It kicked me out of my own phone, so I can't
Okay.
do it.
Well, that
Michelle.
may be that it's possible that's because we've already got 6
Six
people
going.
streaming. I don't
Right.
know.
Not yet.
How,
Not yet.
Kicked
There's
me
only
out.
4.
that's what
Only
I
4.
want to.
Michelle, you can do it.
Well,
Yeah,
I did
there's
see
only
how to
4.
do it, and I did see your instructions. Thank you, Frog. I did go through those instructions, but my phone kicked me off. So something.
Oh man, but you
So
saw how to
at
do it,
least
right?
I know. Yes, I know how to do it
Okay.
now. That's good.
Okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
Did you get your answer on the tomato gravy?
No.
I mean, I think so. I mean, you're just using the tomato in place of your milk or your
No,
No,
water,
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no. You
Okay.
can use chicken broth and a can of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
and you can fix it that way, or you can fix it with the flour and like your drippings, say from your sausage,
Mhm.
and you can actually add a can of tomato soup in it. But me personally, I like mine just plain old like bacon gravy,
Uh-huh.
nothing in it, and take fresh tomatoes and slice them and do it that way.
Well, I mean, I've had tomatoes for breakfast, like sliced tomatoes on top of that with regular gravy poured on top of that. I've just never made tomato gravy before. So.
Yeah,
Well,
it's made basically out of chicken broth, and if you want to really get technical and chef type, chicken broth and a can of diced tomatoes.
Okay. Well, it's just I probably would never make that. Mike is not a tomato person, but I just had to know
Tomato
why
person.
y'all
I
were
never
talking
heard
about
of
it.
tomato
What?
gravy myself.
Well,
Never.
Michelle, that's one point on your Southern card that's gonna
That's
be.
what I said. Don't take my Southern card. I just don't know
Is
what that is.
tomato gravy like bolognese sauce?
I'll tell you
No.
what.
I mean, it sounds kind of like bolognese sauce to me.
That's what it sounds like.
I shared my screen. If Mr. Anthony Nelson will show that, pull it up for just a minute. People can see what it looks like for tomato gravy.
Okay,
He's
go ahead.
looking it up for us.
Well, I mean, you'd have to look up a recipe for it. I don't know how to tell you how to make it.
Yeah.
But these are usually tomato gravy is like gravy with, tomato gravy on top of.
Well, you use your grease no matter what,
Yeah.
Use your grease.
Yeah.
Not really.
Dripping. Your
bacon
pan
grease,
dripping.
sausage grease, and a little
Don't
flour. But
Don't
You
ever
could-
pour
you could-
out your pan dripping.
no,
Never.
Well,
Never.
I tell you what.
See where we're at, Patrick and Bud. See where we're at. We're at tomato gravy.
What is tomato gravy made of? Southern style tomato gravy is a thick sauce made with canned or fresh tomatoes, a blonde roux, bacon powder, butter, and flour, chicken broth, and an occasional splash of cream. It pairs perfectly with butter biscuits, eggs, grits, or meatloaf.
Butter biscuit.
the eggs.
You had me, then you lost me, buddy.
Yep, you had me when you said eggs. I was out.
You lost me.
Well, the fact is, I don't know that anybody that's ever put it on eggs, but you throw it on top of a biscuit, it's just as good as sausage gravy. It just has a more tangier taste to it.
Yeah.
And the fact is, by the way, hey, Huga,
It's time to vacuum. I'm going to be
Here's-
on mute for a minute.
Okay. Beltloop, here's another question. Have you ever had tomatoes and macaronis?
it seems like I have, but typically
George has. I seen
when I make my macaroni, and cheese, I typically throw in some peas and mushroom bits. And in fact, I did a video on it. I don't remember if it was on my main channel, which is this one, Beltloop 29, or if it was on my cooking channel, which is Bet Loop 29 Can Cook. I've got about 4 channels that that I put stuff on from time to time.
Or I can handle one.
Right.
Well, Bet Loop 29, Bet Loop 29 Can Cook, Bet Loop 29 Cute Critters, and Bet Loop 29 Gardening. So,
All right.
tomatoes
All
and
you'd have to
lime.
do, Gary, I mean, Froggy, is go to Gary's one channel, and he got him right on his about page. Am I correct,
That's right.
Gary?
Yeah.
That's right. If you go up to my banner, I guess
Not what I
I
was talking about though, but I can't even handle my one channel, let alone 2 or 3.
yeah, it's hard. But here's the thing. I tend to be a little obsessive compulsive anyhow.
Ah,
And by that, I just mean I'm always doing something with YouTube. Think about it. I've cut out sports. I've cut out watching most television. The only thing I've got is chewing the fat with folks, and sometimes that's in person, and sometimes that a lot of the time that's on here. Occasionally, I make some videos. Cool, Sasquatch. What's up, brother?
Hello, darling. How you doing?
Oh, it's
Sasquatch, long time no see.
Yeah, bud.
How you
I'm
been?
right. I'm right, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm delightful.
Oh, God.
what's up at What the Flock?
What the hell have I got myself into now, I wonder?
You don't want to know, George.
It's probably my fault.
I was on Wendy's channel last night, and oh, my God. Talking about the nut fest? Oh, man.
Hello, Sasquatch. How are you?
I'm
And
good.
What's up?
Now, Belt Loop, back to what my question was with you was we was talking about your law enforcement background.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Was you in active duty, like in the investigating? Was you on patrol or what?
I'm active duty right now.
No,
I'm not
active.
at work right now, but
No.
I am. I still working. Hey, Fry TV. Good to see you.
Was you ever in an investigator, a detective?
I have investigated things on campus my entire law enforcement career. I did not become a law enforcement officer until I reached the age of 49 years old.
Okay.
I went through the academy and graduated at 50 years old. I was top 10 in my class of 48. I have where I work at is a mental institution, but they do have investigations that have to take place, such as missing property, things of that nature.
Correct.
Could you get rid of that, please, Mr. Nass?
Stolen items. So I don't typically do a lot of talking about work. In fact, you can ask Sasquatch about that. I don't really talk about work because it's not who I am; it's what I do.
Right.
The fact is that I have done anything and everything. I've done animal control. I've done investigations. I've done law. Traffic enforcement. I've done, but our focus there typically is not a lot of law enforcement as much as it is patient care. We deal a lot with mental patients, and we're there to make sure that their rights are protected as well as the staff as well. So
here's my question.
Yeah.
With the reduction in mental health facilities over the U.S., do you think that's had a negative effect on the actions of individual officers?
Well, I think that's a good question. And again, I can only speak from a personal experience.
That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to put a blanket statement over everything. I'm just saying,
okay.
Can you see circumstances where that has become a problem?
I think that there are a lot of folks out there, because you're right. There is a lot of focus on getting, mental patients back on the street. And I think that a lot of officers are having to deal with a wider variety and run into situations that they may not otherwise run into. This is my personal view. I think that because of the fact that there are some patients, in my personal opinion, that probably should never be on the street. And I'm sure there are some that never will be. But there is a focus on trying to get mental patients back out into the community and community involvement with mental health care.
All right. So, in general, like I'm saying, I'm not asking you to get too terrible specific, but in general, do you approve of or disapprove of the incarceration style of mental health facilities that function currently? Some of them are a little better than prisons. Now, you do have better places and worse places, like say Mississippi versus, some of those spots up in Seattle, which are quite nice. But in general, it's like a prison, right?
Well, that's a good question.
Or is it more like a hospital?
Well, to me, it's a place where they go to receive medication. Their movement typically is restricted. Again, I don't work on the forensics building, but and I do know that typically I go with whatever the current law states, or my own personal opinions don't have any effect on
All
it.
right. So let's sidestep that. How about the appearance of the facilities? Simply an observational from the outside looking in, is there much of a difference in the structure of a hospital versus the structure of a prison, with the exception of the concertina wire? They kind of look alike.
That's a good question. I mean, do they have razor wires, 8-foot fences?
Yeah.
Some of the buildings do. I primarily one, on our facility. We also have, we have mental patients, but we also have, residents. So like nursing homes.
Right.
So we have a fairly large campus, and some of it is geared towards helping folks with drug and alcohol. Some of it's geared towards, different types. And again, I'm no doctor. I'm no medical. I have no medical training whatsoever. But there is from the appearance of where I work is not anything close to what you'd think of as far as a prison. And I can tell you that our facility was designed back in like in the 20s or whatever. Although where I work used to be located, the facility was located in a different area up until around 1926.
That's true, Vicky.
In fact, I think we're on the historical buildings, whatever they do with that. So they're very strict about maintaining any repairs to any of the buildings have to reflect the original I don't know how.
I got you. You try to paint it back the same color when you're done. I get that.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah. You got to go with the flow of the motif and not bring in an African subcontinent god to put up as a rain spout, because that doesn't really make sense.
Right.
Gotcha.
Integrity of the time period.
Right.
Next.
I'll just try to answer.
I'll tell you one thing, Gary. I miss you and Double Dog. When you two right there going argue with each other right there, you two right there were just like two 2-year-olds have a time right there. The way you guys
I needed to get my question out, so it don't matter.
It was funny.
What was the question?
She done forgot.
Is your name Red Dirt?
We listen, Mandy. Tell us.
Red Dirt. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where have you found red dirt, my dear?
Down her driveway.
Down my driveway.
What part of Georgia are you from?
in her pig pen.
It's that clay dirt. Looks red.
Yeah, no, like I grew up with red clay pumping through my veins. Like, red dirt's not a common thing. You see red stuff around in dirt, but just to come across an entire hillside of blood red clay, it really weirds people out sometimes.
I had a pair. I mean, it was my own fault, but I had a pair of white capris on
Not
last
anymore.
week.
Not on
And
Not anymore.
I'm out here in the yard. I mean, it didn't matter. They were like sweat pants, but they were capris. I mean, no big deal. They wasn't expensive. So I'm out here cleaning up the yard, and lo and behold, one of the Aussies jumped on the pig, which started a fight, which started 4 dogs jumping on the livestock, which I'm running around in muck boots and them white shorts with a stick trying to get the dogs off the livestock.
I'm aroused. I don't know about everyone else.
Somehow I ended up in a mud hole, a pig waller, and now my shorts is
Hey,
red.
DJ, how you doing, that guy?
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
God.
Hello, DJ.
Hey, bud.
DJ.
Yeah.
Hey,
Caucasian
DJ, how are
dude.
you?
Caucasian
Yeah,
dude do
how are you?
voiceovers.
I've recently started doing narrations and whatnot. I do poetry readings and stuff that people request or send to me, and sometimes I'll do an Alex Jones reading, because you got to keep it all in check and put it exactly where it's supposed to be. You can't let it get it out of the way, or else you'll end up turning all the frogs gay.
Because if,
There you go.
if you're not in that field, you're wasting an opportunity, sir.
Well, see, I didn't know. Can you believe this? I started my channel to read Westerns. I thought, I read well. I have a decent voice. I could do that. And I bought the wrong mic to start with, and it just would not work. It wouldn't do it. And so as sort of a fallback plan, I started doing live streams because I didn't have any other idea for content. I was just like, so I did that and fell into this whole Sasquatch Shills thing where I bring you on, show a couple of your videos. We talk about your content. I drop your links all over the chat. All my mods drop all your links. It's good fun. It's pretty laid back. And then in the after dark, if any previous guests, and to get into this special club, you have to come on and have a Sasquatch Shills up on my channel, right? you get to bring any problems you have to anybody else that shows up at a particular show. So if you're having OBS problems, StreamYard problems, terms of service problems, general YouTube issues, whatever,
Cool.
we might not answer it, but at least we'll be wondering about it too.
I'll tell you one thing.
Hey, Gary.
Oh, deep
Hey,
voice.
DJ, how's it going, brother?
Okay, now I got a
Oh
question.
my God.
I'm raising my
wait.
hand.
Mandy's got a question.
Okay, how did you get the name Sasquatch? Where did that come in from?
All right. And you're not going to believe this, but
I mean, you don't know me. You don't know my channel.
We believe a lot of stuff.
You
It's
don't know
okay.
my grandkids.
It's
So
okay.
that's the reason I'm asking, because we chase Sasquatch in my woods.
I've interviewed Sasquatch hunters. I've interviewed pixie hunters. I've interviewed one chupacabra hunter and a whole bunch of cop watchers. I understand.
God.
So,
No. We have unicorns. We have Sasquatch. We got pixies.
it
You know
wasn't
it.
me.
We got it.
But listen, when I was about 15, I grew up in the middle of this swamp, and this swamp is typically like 8 to 10 foot deep, and there are limestone sinkholes all out through it. So it's not safe to just walk out there because nothing comes back from the medlock hole, right? Once you fall off in that hole, you're gone. We don't know how deep it is. We don't know where it goes. Nothing's ever come out of it. So don't go over there walking, right? So in the mid 90s, about 96, 97, there was a tremendous drought. And I had tried to go out and go hunting, and there was nothing moving. It's like 114 degrees, and it's so dry that the grass is dead. Hasn't rained in 50 days or something. It's bad. And I mean, it rains every other day here, and it hadn't rained in 50 days. It was bad. Trees were just dying standing. It's crazy. So I go out hunting my usual places. There's nothing moving. So I decide, Well, I'm not going to go home. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to one of the sinkholes over there where there's always water and there's always fish, right? So I go out there to my little cache, pick up my little ditty bag full of, fishing rod with a pocket fisherman and all that cool stuff. And I'm headed out to the Medlock hole. And this is a place that's generally marked when the water's up by these 3 huge cypress trees that stick up on the other side of the Medlock hole. But the water's down. There is no water. And I went all the way to the creek, which was basically a shoestring of water running through a ditch. And I've never seen it that low in my life. And I followed it up to the Medlock hole to stay out of all the muddy sloughs and stuff that were still dry and crusty, but they're 30 foot deep of mud or whatever. So I'm walking up the little stream bed, walking on sand, and I come up between those 3 trees and I look over and there's this dude about 6'4", and he's squatted down on the very edge of the Medlock hole drinking out of it. And without thinking about it, I go, dude, you probably shouldn't be drinking that. And he looked over his shoulder and I realized it wasn't a person. Something about this part of his face wasn't people. And I just stood there and stared at him. And he gave me this most disappointed look and walked away. He wasn't angry. He wasn't aggressive. He was just like, darn, you straight snuck up on me, and walked off. He didn't say nothing. He ain't poking. Now, one thing I did see, he was scratching his head and drinking with his left hand. And he walked up and he had it looked like the end of his thumb had been cut off. It wasn't right. There was a thumbnail and it was there, but it wasn't right. And he never made a noise. He just stood up. He walks off, and I just stood there for a minute and stared at him. But let me be clear. My man was not 8 foot tall. He wasn't 12 foot. He was maybe 6 foot. I've got cousins that are tall. He wasn't as hairy as you might think. I've got cousins that are hairier, right? But he wasn't right. In fact, this is why I used this picture. This does a better example of what his face looked like than anything I've seen. It's like his beard was in the wrong place. He didn't have a mustache. He had a little clear spot around his mouth right there, but he obviously didn't shave. And he's stark naked as a jaybird, and it's 114 degrees and 12 miles in the middle of a Georgia swamp. I doubt anybody's wearing a fur coat out here.
Well, he was hot too.
Oh yeah, he was hot and thirsty. And
yeah, that's the only one was a drink.
There's always water in the Medlock hole.
Always.
Yeah. Whenever you drop, when it's down, when the water's down, you can be sitting in the swamp and just moving along, and your boat will stop. And it'll just sit there. And when that happens, you're directly over one of those sinkholes, and the water is moving to that point and draining. That's why the current doesn't keep going. And you take a weighted line and drop 60 feet straight off, all the way down. There's nowhere out there deeper than about 8, maybe 12 feet. But those sinkholes are death traps.
So what you're saying, he was standing in the swamp and you don't know exactly how tall he was.
No, ma'am. I'm saying that I walked up and put my feet in his footprints in the sand. And he wasn't much bigger than I was, and I was about 5'11" at the time. I'm 6 foot now. He probably 200 pounds on a 6'5" frame, built like a European footballer. Hey, he was strapped. That is true. It looked like
maybe he was just a fat man.
Or well, no, I'm telling you, he was a bikini wax away from voting Democrat.
Oh God!
I never said it was Sasquatch. What I said is I saw a really hairy white guy who was uncircumcised wandering around in the woods in the middle of Georgia summer.
Was this in the 1970s?
No, ma'am. We're not talking Bush era at all. It wasn't Ron Jeremy.
Oh, deeper, Lord.
It wasn't Ron Jeremy. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Very sure.
Michelle, get back up here.
She's got to have her sidekick, Michelle.
Said, I apologize.
Look, there's Paula Dean's husband, the skipper.
Yeah, he saw me in the woods, but I wasn't going to admit it. I got away.
Oh, you won't see me in the woods.
If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Oh
I'll
boy.
tell you one thing, Sasquatch. I had a hard time trying to. I was going to go and do a live stream for the parade out here, but the thing is, so I had Streamlab, not StreamYard, but it wouldn't go through because I kept putting in my two email addresses and it wouldn't go through. I tried my third one, it still wouldn't go through. So I didn't bother with it. So when I got home, I put my phone down here on my desk here, and I went back and I lay down and I got back up, come in here. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit more. So come to find out, I did not go and set it up to where I had my email address in the dang thing. Didn't set it up with an email address. God,
I find your lack of happy thoughts disturbing.
I felt pretty dumb, I will say.
It's a pretty good impression, man.
I always wanted to do Captain Hook as a James Earl Jones.
I'm a big Star Wars fan myself.
I just think it would be a perfect fit.
One thing I can't figure out now is with Streamlabs is how to bring the people up onto like on my live stream whenever I have it.
Do they even have a panel?
They do, but I don't know how it works.
I'm not familiar with Streamlab too much, but I have it on my phone
I can't figure out.
for my games.
If you're just using like free versions of something,
Yeah.
if you're just interested in like paneling or whatever for free, you can do Melon. We'll give you one guest and one
Coastal.
and the sound is phenomenal.
So whoever's in my live stream, welcome. This is all confusing for everybody. And whoever's in everybody else's live stream, please hit that thumbs up for us because it helps us out.
Oh, we should totally do a spot. That's right. That's exactly what we should do. Okay. So let's welcome to Beltline.
I'm going to say my farewell,
Show
guys.
of the
I'm off
day.
to next week.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, so
Hello,
hang on.
Skipper.
Skipper, you need to say something. Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
Nope.
Sorry.
Man.
The power.
So he's, he
Oh,
needs
he
to
might
leave.
have Vicky
Does that.
himself.
No, he said he's leaving, so.
Well, we lost.
The force is strong with that one.
Thank you for coming up, Skipper. We appreciate it. If those who aren't familiar with Skipper, his channel name is The Numis Maniac. That's Numis.
Oh, I love that dude.
Niac.
He is everywhere in chat, man. Everywhere you need to be.
He
Like
is.
he'll already be there. He's amazing. He finds these small channels in an amazing fashion. Like I'll find some random small channel. He's already there.
Yeah.
He's been hanging out there for 2 months.
Thank you.
Oh, I know.
Hi, Coastal, Vicky.
Hi, Coastal.
I sure like that background of yours, Sasquatch. That
You know, that's actually kind of a sticking point with me. I have a couple of backgrounds I spent weeks putting together that are lovely, and I did
Wormhole is
this
what I'm
one.
trying to think of. That's the name of it. Yeah.
Stargate.
Well,
So
it kind of reminds me of like when the Starship Enterprise took out in warp speed right there.
You look at that background too long.
All of a
and
sudden
you might have might have a seizure.
Everything just went to hell on it.
well, I mean, I
first
put
movie.
this together in about 15 minutes, and I've got other stuff that I spent hours and hours and hours doing. And people love this background. They love it. They comment on it all the time. Stuff that I put effort into, nobody notices it. They're like, "Where's the
You're
lumber?"
everywhere, Coastal. You're everywhere.
Well, I'm Sasquatch. I lurk everywhere.
There you go.
Um,
You're the
y'all can
invasive
check it out.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, check it out on everyone's channel. Please support each other. So,
Right,
Yeah.
just to let you-
um,
Share the love.
It's making Vicky woozy. Hey,
Avert your eyes.
Vicky,
Don't stare too long.
get you a couple gummies and look at it there for a while.
Oh my God. Don't do it. You might get hypnotized. Ooh.
Edible in the place. Like,
There are, it's been my experience. There are a few people that you see supporting a lot of different channels, and especially small ones. I know Sasquatch is one of them. I know that Skipper's one of them. Also, Nitro Freak. There's a lot of folks that go around to a lot of different channels and show support and love for them. And these are the type of people that it's good to hook up with.
It's been a while for me since I saw you, Sasquatch.
Yeah, I've all right, so I was putting up shorts every day. For a while I did 3 shorts a day. I had all kinds of stuff going on that front, and I still do make shorts, but I've been saving them in private because I'm trying to get rid of my truck and buy a van. I have a possessed schizophrenic truck if anyone's interested. If you have to go to a priest or an electrician.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Nobody else headache.
Listen, this is a 2002 Nissan Frontier with 140,000 miles on it. I did the math on it, and I've spent $1 a mile on this thing. I've driven it since I bought it. That's not counting the purchase price.
Wow.
Or gas.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Leon, should I show him the card that my cousin sent me? Should I show Sasquatch my card?
Yeah,
My birthday card?
can do.
I'll show it to you. Anyway,
Where's
take a look at
my
this one right here.
jacket?
all right.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, man, I'm going to have something like that on the side of my van. It's going to say free candy and be scribbled out and have free Wi-Fi.
There you go.
This right here says, Bigfoot wanted me to wish you a happy birthday. Then you open the dang thing up. It says, just kidding. He doesn't believe in you.
Oh, no. I promise you, Sasquatch believes in you. It doesn't matter if you believe in him.
Yeah. But that's what my crazy cousin sent me.
It sounds like a very logical
Up there in
dad.
Montana. Not Montana, but I should say out there in Washington. Her mother started a birthday card war with me, and then she just picked it up because her mother is dead now. Her mother and we used to have kind of like a birthday card slam war. I said to her, "Have you ever seen the picture of the statue of the Venus de Milo?"
Yes.
Okay.
Why
Now,
am I clapping and nothing?
Bam.
her and
Bam! House.
big old,
Hello.
the big old bun.
Hi,
up here.
Bam.
Yeah.
Hello.
Her toga down around her waist, and she got big, huge glasses on her, and her boobs are hanging way down around her waist right there. It says Venus de Milo, the later years.
Yeah.
What's up,
And
Bam?
I had to send that to my aunt just to get even with her. The thing is, I put on there, don't blame me for this card. Your sister told me to get this one. I blame my mother for it. And my mother read that there. She said, George Richard, you lie.
The only thing I have equated to that, when I get very drunk, I send people pictures of Richard Nixon and pictures of roosters. It's, I don't know. It humors me the next day.
Who's sending pictures of I walk out of the room just for a second and come back to Richard Nixon? Huh?
See, you come back at the wrong time, girl.
No, I don't send penis pictures ever. Instead, I send people pictures of Richard Nixon when I get drunk.
Well, that's close enough. That's dick, right?
Yeah. I've got this one googly-eyed rooster shot that I send people right before I go to bed because, I'm drunk and disorderly. But I only ever do that in private, so it's fine.
Roosters and Nixon. Michelle.
Oh my goodness, Michelle.
All right.
Mandy.
Hey, I appreciate it, everybody. I'm gonna drop down. I'm still going to be watching. Want to say hey to Bam. Good to see you, brother.
Hey.
And a lot of wonderful folks up here. I just, I need to get me another cup of coffee or something, and just got
Coffee.
stuff I got to get done.
Coffee.
Good idea. I like
No,
that
coffee not
idea.
bad. Coffee good.
Coffee
Beltloop,
good.
how many of the people on the panel have you attended to that you're
Hey, White Squatch. Just ask for a cup of coffee and a couple of power bars.
Of the people up here, I have been over. I know George. Recently I know Erie Frog. I know Leon Life. I know Caucasian Sasquatch. I know Bam. I'm not real familiar with you, but I believe I just subscribed to your channel, and and I'm not sure about Mr. Anthony Nelson. I mean, I've seen Anthony or Mr. Nelson, but I don't know them very well. I'm more familiar with most everybody else up on the panel.
Mr. Anthony Nelson's famous.
Oh, I know. I watched I Dream of Jeannie. But in fact, I'm members of BAM's over on his channel. Him and his wife do a lot of interesting conversations about relationships and that type of thing. And
where was you at, Bam, about 7 years ago? I'm sorry, Beltloop.
That's okay.
We always go down a rabbit hole, trust me.
Well, he shows on his videos, on his live streams, they do a lot of talking about relationships and things you should be looking for or looking to avoid. He talks about how to work on your relationships and a lot of that stuff. My relationships with my wife, I think, is pretty good. So not all of it applies to me. Fact is, I was a bad boy when I was a youngin', but my wife kind of changed all that.
Beltloop knows Beacon. You know Beacon, Beltloop?
Bacon?
Beacon, not bacon.
Beacon? Who's Bacon?
Panda's dog, Beacon.
I don't know everybody's pets or kids or what have you, or their spouses.
No, Coastal Water said Beltloop.
That's funny, Michelle.
I do know Coastal. Coastal's good people, and I know her husband too, Backlash. There's a lot of wonderful people in here, and I'm thankful to be associated with them.
Whatever you do, don't get you a fishing rod like Backlashes and backlash yourself.
Hey, I've had my share of backlashes in the past. I mean, I will tell you this, that I'm not a big channel by any means, but I'm not exactly just starting out either. And the only reason why I bring that up is the one thing I have learned is that the more folks that get connected with you, typically the busier you become. I don't get to drop into everybody's live as often or watch as many videos as I used to. When I first started, it was pretty simple. You wake up, you jump on the TV, you click to watch this video, click to watch that video. Now I got videos of my, my member appreciation videos I got to do. I got to answer comments. Sometimes that takes me hours to go through and answer comments and then turn around and I try to recognize a lot of the people that have made comments. I do that on my community tab. Got that Indianapolis Colts Cup. Cool. I like that.
Let's go.
Hey, I got some links to Indiana, but you know that. My daddy's from Fort Wayne. That's neither here nor there.
Somebody wants to know if you do husband training.
Some.
Here with the Nutmeg Tavern.
Very nice.
Yeah.
The town. This is from the town, which they're a pretty big channel, and I used to watch them all the time. They're in Indiana. I've been to their shop there. It's a little bit to the west of Fort Wayne, about 40 minutes, I think. And I've been over, and it's a really nice mug. I like it. I like coffee mugs, but
coffee. Blah.
I don't get to
and
Milk
everything
one
comes
sugar,
crashing
please,
down, the guy that
Frog.
comes save you will be drinking coffee.
There's no saving me, buddy. I'm too far gone.
Coffee, milk, one sugar, please.
Tea
Anyhow,
for me. That's it. Tea and water.
I want to thank y'all for letting me come up and taking part in here. I'm some of the folks on the panel I know better than others, and some I'm going to get to know better than I do now. I'm very thankful for the folks that have entered my chat, and I'm behind on most everything. I'm always trying to catch up. Hey, you for RD, you look cold. Let me throw you a jacket. And I don't know what to say other than thank y'all. I've enjoyed being here, and I look forward to seeing y'all again. Some of y'all will remember me. Others probably forget me. I'm pretty forgettable. That's not the point. Anyhow, God bless y'all. You have a good
Take
day.
care, Gary.
I'll
You
see
take
y'all
it
later.
easy, Gary.
Take care, man. See you next time.
All right.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Wait. I thought we were doing a play out.
Oh, Michelle, no sugar, splash of
man.
half and half or heavy cream. No, that ain't gonna work for me. No.
Oh,
I like my coffee like I like my men.
I got one for this.
Uh-oh.
Black, huh?
Hell,
I'm not saying anything.
Wheat and white. Just white. More cream than coffee.
I was going to say strong, huh?
I like my coffee like I like my women. Hot, sweet, and creamy.
Oh no.
There you go.
It's your fault, Vicky.
Whose stream is this?
Everybody.
Well,
I'm saying, where did it originate from? I came in.
No, it ain't mine. I'll tell you that much.
Mr. Nelson.
It's not mine now because I've actually ended mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait. So y'all can like keep it going after I end a stream? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm still going.
Y'all are still streaming. We're still live. I can tell this. I just don't know where the hell I'm live at, and I'm curious.
That's
Mr.
right,
Nelson.
Michelle. That's right. I just drank cream and sugar and a splash of coffee.
You sound like
original
tea without sugar for me.
Sugar and cream with a splash of coffee. Oh.
Tea without sugar.
a little bit of white cake with some mashed potatoes.
There you go.
Hey,
don't get us started on gravy again. Come on.
How about poutine? What if I bring up poutine?
we had somebody say about tomato gravy.
Yeah, I heard that, and I think it's a sin, but I can't control
what? It's a sin. What?
Why would you ruin perfectly good gravy with a tomato? What is wrong with you?
To make it healthy.
Canada?
No. Tomatoes are from the nightshade family.
But are you from the West Coast?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Where you from?
You hear this accent, don't you? There ain't no way I'm from the West Coast. But I'll tell you, I'll say, boy, I can do a pretty good two-lane twang when I try.
Well, he was talking about Georgia, remember?
I'm from Georgia.
And
Georgia.
You don't like tomato gravy? Oh, Lord. Michelle or somebody else that's going to get a strike on
Tell you what I like.
No, Mandy, sorry. Mandy, can you just drop the link for the StreamYard if you can?
Take the Southern card again. You can take mine too.
Yes, sir.
No, you can't. I think mine's tattooed on.
I never heard of tomato gravy though.
I come from an area of Georgia where rice and ass rhyme. You can go get me a glass of ice, or I'm gonna come over there and whoop your ice.
Oh,
yep, that's my mama's folks. That's how they talk. They're lake people.
Manny might like that.
What?
Okay.
Mandy ain't said nothing, and y'all want to jump on me.
No comment. No
Okay,
comment.
okay, it's Frog who likes all of that.
Okay, we have to get Michelle up and also Vicky, say we have three.
Get
You know,
Vicky and
three
Michelle
ladies.
up here. I need some backup. I'm up here with a bunch of men.
Yes, she's surrounded.
No, I'm not saying that, Michelle. No.
Say it.
Sure.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Well, that's what
Say
she said.
Say it.
Say blue jeans.
Blue jeans.
Say
I do
oxygen.
not add syllables to my words.
Oil.
I'm sorry, darling, but the word well does not have 3 syllables. I got her. She muted.
What'd I say?
Well.
Well.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a butthole. I'm just saying we all talk a little different. It's fine.
Oil.
Oil.
Personally, I like to do cartoon characters. Or,
Maybe the right
Are
can
you
drive a
smarter
tractor.
than the average bear?
Hello.
I can do a pretty good yogi.
Hello, Michelle.
Yeah, it does.
Bam's down there. He's awfully quiet.
Greetings and
Yeah,
say
I'm drinking coffee still, so
Trying to wake up still.
yeah, still trying to.
Yeah.
I'm currently in Hawaii, so it's only.
Oh.
Oh my word.
Hawaii.
I think I can
Living a
speak for
vacation.
everybody here when I say screw you.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of on like a long vacation. So, but I live in the Philippines, and I'm just.
Oh.
All
this
right,
is the
so
first
wait,
time I've been
plummet
back in
Hawaii. I
America.
get that. All right, I dig it. You had to go out of town to a downgrade. All right.
Yeah.
well, you forgot one. You forgot one thing, Bam. You didn't put me in your suitcase.
Yeah, you certainly left me behind. I thought we were going to be lifelong
And
buzzers.
you left all of us behind. What's up with that?
Landlocked, nowhere near a tropical island, and you're over there just gallivanting around. We have 3 kids, and you abandoned us.
Y'all's had it now.
Oh,
Right.
all the ladies
Uh-oh.
up top, huh?
Now, I'm
Uh-oh.
going to do some talking up in here.
There's Mama Vicky. Mommy Vicky's here.
I ain't your mama. No, I ain't no
Hello,
baby.
Mommy Vicky. We're hungry.
No. Ain't none of you my babies.
So, I can't get some chicken nuggets.
We need some chicken nuggies. And French fries.
I think you've been staring at that picture too long there, Sasquatch. I don't know.
Mm.
You saying that way reminds me of Emily Baker's channel. Anybody know her?
Hello. Is
What
there any
are the
out
humans
there,
doing?
out there? See, right there's a rabbit hole, Red. Right there behind that
I know,
Sasquatch.
bro. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. Y'all stay out of my rabbit hole. This is mine. That's where I keep all the
Honey, we
bodies.
dug your rabbit hole. We done dug your rabbit hole. We dug that rabbit hole.
I'm
So
not,
anyone wants to join into down to the core?
There's
I
Mr.
am not
Nom.
responding to no questions unless it's yes
Wait,
or
that
no
was a triple negative.
because I'm not going to be caught adding syllables to my words. Thank you. Have a good day.
No,
Really, I think it's interesting. A lot of people just like to hear you talk, Red. Remember, you was talking
so
about finding some
culture.
extra way to make income. You could charge people to talk. I mean,
absolutely.
they like
I have every
you just
intention of doing exactly that. You should too.
You better put down some money. That's what I say. You want my slang, you better put down some money. I mean, you could do that feed ideal, but Michelle won't talk to you no more if you do that.
No, Michelle won't talk to me no more because I had an idea of us. We got to sell feet pictures, Michelle, to
Yep.
get to California.
You're right. Like, no, listen, you can do better than that. What you do is you go get the old cakes from the supermarket, and then you come in and you film yourself walking on them. And that'll sell like bundles, hot cakes, like you would not believe. Unless you choose to
How do you know that?
or farting on cakes. And then
like he bought some.
tax bracket.
Have you bought me? How do you know that, Sasquatch?
This might not be my first channel.
Pam, is that something that maybe your subscribers maybe and their relationships buying cakes from the store and walking through them?
It is odd how many stale cakes there are at my local grocery store. I can't tell you that. It's very strange that they're always available.
Oh,
You
man.
have to have pretty feet to squish stuff. I mean, people just ain't gonna look at my ugly little short. I got
I ain't
little.
got
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There's a woman in Bangladesh who has corns and bunions, and this is not is
I
making
am leaving if we continue this road.
Ah.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Oh my God.
it capitalist. I'm all about selling out. Just don't do it cheap.
Right.
Yeah,
You need to
Don't
move
go-
Sasquatch up to here, Michelle, and
I'll
talk
do it.
about feet.
Cheap, right?
That would get Michelle out of here fast.
Oh my God.
I'm Bigfoot.
So your foot would just step on the cake and just crush it
This
just
is
one
about
step. Huh?
Bigfoot. Everybody thinks about Bigfoot. See, I just see
Maybe the
tall-
2-step.
Hello.
Look at her. Look.
Oh wow! Did I just get the disappointed head shake?
Oh,
Yes, you did.
Oh, yes.
Should I hang my head in shame and like sit in the corner? I'm already in the corner.
Look.
Aw. Look, it's
I'm no
Mama
longer in the corner.
You got the head noggin now, yeah.
You're in trouble.
It's okay. You can blame me for other things too. I'm used to it.
Oh,
It's all your fault, sir.
It's all-
So we can like use it.
Get in your
so
corner.
I was the guy on the grassy knoll. I'm the
You
one
should-
who sold them those documents, and it was totally me on January 6th. It was all me, the whole thing.
Oh, are you talking about that crazy man? Oh no, don't get me started. I was like, hallelujah. I said, praise the Lord. Somebody's got some sense out there. It's sorry.
What?
But
What?
he was
There's
talking
no
about
intelligent life on this planet.
There's no
I don't
intelligent life on this planet.
There's
I
not.
don't know the
Hell
planet.
Are you talking about JFK and the shooter on the grassy knoll theory?
No, I'm talking about the blonde tan person.
Blonde tan person.
Yeah,
Our past president.
yeah.
Oh!
Jeez. No.
Oh,
That's
I was
great.
be subtle about it,
You know he's running again in
He ain't going
24,
nowhere.
right?
I suddenly
Randy's
apologize
got a
for having
new
triggered
member.
this. I didn't mean to cause a political discussion. That was nowhere.
I'm not a political
Well,
person, and
or not.
I'm
Or
not-
Nelson's
I'm
channel.
I don't care.
I'm pretty sure it's my fault.
Mandy.
Thank
I'm
you,
not saying a
Bethany.
word about it. Your beliefs is your beliefs, you know.
Been there, done that. Gonna get a t-shirt.
See, you can take it and go with it, or you can just drop it. Because I just said it, and I'm going on there.
But it went over her head long time ago.
Talking about me, Frog. You can keep it up. You
Yes,
tell him,
ma'am.
PJ, tell him.
Bam.
I care about
Mama
is
like
waking up and my feet hitting the ground every day. That's all I care about.
Sasquatch
Amen.
and Bam, I feel sorry for you guys
Why?
Why's that?
to putting up with us lot.
Oh,
Oh, if y'all only knew us. If y'all knew us. Mm.
You heard him do that. Please, please.
You haven't heard the real us yet.
Don't make a gom in here, please.
Bam, there's only one thing I have to tell you.
What's
These
that?
people will drag you down the core.
Especially that one talking. That one.
Go down the core.
That one, Mr. Nelson will.
Yes.
He'll pull you
Now,
down for sure.
Everybody in this group, Leon, you got to point out how everybody else's problems. Right there says a problem. I ain't saying a bad problem. I'm just saying a problem.
I'm the innocent one in here.
No, you are
Yeah,
not.
right. Yeah, right. Oh, what did I do?
If y'all believe that, I'll sell you the Brooklyn Bridge.
well, most of us have a spoon this.
Oh, don't leave 96.
I'm always
Welcome back, 96.
Gail, you have a good night at work.
Have a good
I
night.
love you.
See you later,
Behave
96.
yourself.
Love ya.
What are we listening to?
What is that noise? Stop that.
Sounds like a
Scanner.
scanner.
Are you
That's
scared?
him.
Are you scared to
I got it on the scanner.
but it's a hand radio operators.
Ah,
Is that
You want me to
George?
do that? Well,
George,
that
turn
one
it on.
They got a
Turn it on.
tornado warning for about 3 counties over there in Arkansas right now.
Oh shit!
Are you in Arkansas? Is anyone else in here in Arkansas?
I'm in Tennessee.
No,
I'm on the East Coast, so
I'm on the West Coast. West Coast girls, they go. What?
Leon, you're muted.
I'm the furthest one away. I'm in the UK.
I don't know. I think Hawaii might.
UK too. That tornado come right towards you, Leon. It'll be a phenomenon.
No,
London
they can
gets hit
keep it.
with tornadoes.
Phenomenon.
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 I ain't saying it.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Phenomena.
We're all chasing the same damn
Hey,
squirrel
Boo.
here. Oh my God.
There is
Y'all corrupted my little mind.
there's 8 people in here making fun of my accent.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I didn't do anything.
We never said nothing about your accent.
Say
We
Low
said
Jane.
fine.
Low
Never sit
Jane.
around.
You talk,
I've been
man.
quiet all the time.
Blue
I didn't say
James.
anything.
Oil.
He says it blow James. Put some more.
Blow Jane.
Okay,
Call
hang on, everyone.
and help you with these fellas up here, and that's what I'm trying to do. Now
Okay,
y'all
hang
have
on,
to sit
everyone.
still here for a minute.
Hang
Now
on,
we're going to take
everyone.
talking.
He's done me
We're
good,
gonna start-
y'all. Be
We're going to
nice.
start with the guy below Leon that's drinking coffee that hasn't said anything. You should say something now. Everybody be quiet and let this man talk.
Bam's,
Okay, hang on,
Bam's
hang on,
the
hang on.
quiet guy.
No,
He's
I'm
a
trying to.
psycho.
Well, he's gonna have to get over that if he's gonna stay in this damn life.
Hey,
Gotta
He's a
get over it.
relationship guru. Remember? He's a relationship guru.
He's the husband trainer.
I'm
It's a
just
long
trying to learn
way.
you guys. You know, since I'm new, you know, it's
Good luck.
trying to figure out what-
Let me help you out here. We
You're,
crazy.
you're going to go crazy trying to learn us.
Vicky Wells, and
It's
that's
a
my
long
real
way. That
name.
nut over here.
Hey, Gray, how are you?
Let's see. Yeah,
Welcome.
this nut over here.
Okay, hang on, everyone. Hang on, everyone.
It's
I
a
just
long
want to say
way
something.
to Tipperary.
Say,
Can anyone hear me?
Way to go.
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. I want to say something about this. Okay, I'm not the one that make fun of Mandy. Mandy.
Bullshit.
Look, I've been on plenty of
Bullshit.
lives. Mandy, sir.
Mandy.
Excuse me.
Mandy.
Mander.
Mandy.
Monday.
Mandy.
Yes.
Mandy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Mandy.
Yes.
Mandy.
Mandy.
What?
Okay,
Hey, Mandy, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
This is a cluster F. This is what's becoming a cluster F. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Jesus.
Okay.
Agreed.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead. Test squad.
go
You're
ahead.
gonna ask
Hurry.
questions.
Hurry, go ask your question.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know none of you.
This nut.
I'm going to ask questions or I won't know any of
These
you
two
ever.
guys right over here.
Okay, I'm waiting for your question.
All right. So, what kind of content do you do on YouTube?
Are you asking everybody or
Red
what
dirt.
specific?
Red dirt. Over the
Red dirt.
Monday. Okay.
I do
Monday.
cemeteries, paranormal, thrifting, cooking, whatever my little heart desires.
Fantastic. That's magnificent. Michelle, how about you?
All of my adventures, sir. We go fishing, we hunt, we cook ketogenically and eat ketogenically over here. So I do a lot of that.
Genitals?
Carnivore. Gotcha.
Pretty soon I'm going to be with you, Michelle. We're going to be doing stuff together.
Well, come on, sir. I done told you.
Vicky.
Are you going to ask anybody else or?
We're working
Yeah,
along.
everybody.
He's getting there. He's getting there. He's getting there.
I just do
That's what I do.
I
A lot of
stuff. I don't do
I
anything
make
special.
stuff with my beads.
I'm not on YouTube to be popular or make money or make people like me. I just come on here because I'm 60 years old. I've done my time and
So
I'm just hanging out.
you're a natural troll and you like your place under your bridge. Gotcha. Excellent. I approve. Thank
And if I did, I'd make it a nice place to live because my daddy always said make any place a home. That's
Rich,
what
you done your time?
I've done messing around and doing all the etiquette stuff and all the stuff.
I know what you mean.
People think I should live and stuff. I just do me now. I don't care.
If,
Proves.
if y'all's
How do you
waiting
do
on YouTube to pay your bills, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not
Well-
unless you way up there.
We can have that discussion in a minute, but just give me a minute. Let me get through the rest of these. Bam. What do you do?
Well, the most of my channel is about I'm an American that moved his family to the Philippines, and it's about what we do day to day. But we do talk about all kinds of other things in our live streams. We try to have topics, so whether it's relationships or what to look out for in people. We talk about narcissists, and we talk about all kinds of good stuff. So
That's cool. I dig that. That's certainly going to be a different perspective. All right, George. George,
Well,
what do you do, bud?
I do a lot of my beat work right here. Is what I've been trying to do here, but I'm still looking for one pattern, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. What I do is I make doilies, crosses, and Christmas items, Christmas tree items, and that's pretty much what I do right there.
That's cool.
I'm not out tormenting people, trying to hunt for their toes when they're not trying to hide them on me.
Oh my God!
So dead bird far behind my dead bird toe points. It's pathetic. Dang.
All right. I'll send you a feet pic in a little while. All right. Early. Eerie frog. What does that say? Larry
Eerie frog. Eerie frog.
Eerie frog. Okay. All right. It's a little small.
Little spooky.
What do you do? There we go. Airy frog. There you go.
A
Like
little bit of everything. I do paranormal, from hotel living, high blood pressure, the normal. A little bit of everything. Mainly Warhammer, though, which is a tabletop board game.
30K or 40K?
40K, man.
Absolutely. We're going to have to talk about Caliban's War later, but listen.
Oh, I can't wait for 10th edition.
We'll roll out on some on a few of like Caspian's Renegade and everything, all of that. We'll get into that directly.
Yeah,
Mr. Nass.
Oh,
well. I don't do anything, to be honest.
Okay, so you're an underachiever.
You want to hear that man sing?
He holds the spoon, sir. He stirs the pot.
Yeah,
he takes us down to the rabbit hole.
And I think, in my
He also
opinion,
likes to entertain you, and he also does ghost hunting and stuff. Now, come on.
Has he been on YouTube long?
Hold up. Michelle said that he's the one that holds the spoon. I think the one who holds the spoon and stirs the pot needs to lick the spoon.
Oh, shit.
Bring me the spoon then.
Listen, the stirrer makes everyone else lick the damn spoon, Mandy.
Mine only stirs one pot, and that pot ain't in here.
So I got a problem.
Okay, go for it.
Moved around the people, and I don't know who's next.
Yeah.
Leon.
We got Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That way. That way.
And you need to answer your own question after Leon gets done, so we all know you.
I'm an entertainer of all kinds.
Love
Chat.
Short and sweet. How about that?
Yep. Trying to sing, which I can't do. Having good old chats with my friends that are here. Been a pain in the backside, but other than that, that's me.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I have to add something.
Yes.
Every time when I'm here, I'll drag everyone down the court. That's what I'll do.
We already know that. But
We already been there, dude.
entertainer, or are you?
Dragging me down nowhere. I ain't going.
Hold up. Hello, I'm raising my hand. Leon, are you an entertainer or are you a content creator?
Oh.
A content creator.
Well, it's content create to be.
I try to create what I can, if I can, when I can.
Send you 99 cents plus $1 to create for them. Pay them $20 to watch some things in private.
And I holler for $1.
No, seriously, Leon. We all are content creators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the category we fall under.
For me, I'm more of a,
I'm not.
For me personally, I'm more of a chat channel where you guys can all come over to have a good chat and moan and groan and whatever.
Moan?
Yeah.
I'm not on here for y'all either. Now you gonna get me
That must be
around.
Leon After Dark or something, I swear.
Yeah. Signing up for that one.
Okay, let's hear from Sasquatch instead. No.
Yeah.
What are we hearing?
Here he is. Oh, cool. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
What is your channel about, Sasquatch?
YouTube in general. Like
Oh.
everything YouTube. I know that sounds kind of broad.
She said seriously.
I interview YouTube creators.
No.
I interview YouTube creators, people who have smaller channels that are just getting started, that are doing good videos, good work. They're doing the thing that they're doing, right? They're making doilies. They're explaining technical devices. They're making the videos that people watch, right?
So you're the YouTube guru. Bam's the relationship guru.
My wife calls me the Sandy Wexler of YouTube. Which I don't take as a compliment.
Question.
But she's not wrong.
Shoot.
Seriously. Maybe this is just how I feel. I see YouTube as just like a step up from chat rooms.
That's because that's how you use it. There's more to it than that.
That's not true how I use it, sir, because I come on YouTube to learn how to crochet.
Okay.
I had no idea you could make money doing videos
also
and content
learn how to
about
change your
life.
oil, change your tire, change your L-ring bracket, change your. You can change your life if you watch the right content and take the advice these people give you.
I can only change my life if I change it, not content. I change my life. I don't follow. I'd like you to put information.
Very good at excellent advice, and not taking it because it came from YouTube is kind of like cutting off your nose to spite your face. You know, there are good people on YouTube.
I'm saying just in general, I see it as a step up. Remember back in the 70s, or let's go, well, that's too far back. The 90s when they had like these chat rooms where you hooked up with people and you chat.
Word for it.
Right. It's a social media site, period. And how you use it, yes, is your decision. I learn a lot from YouTube, but I also see a lot of the dark side that I don't want to see. So it's a
troll. Yes, ma'am. I'm part of that dark side. I don't do that anymore.
Most of what I see in my little experience is the part where you're a creator and stuff, and then you wanna get your subscribers, your friends, or whatever build up, and then these people they move up and of course everybody wants to make money, and that's why YouTube's here. It's just pure money. It's not because they want you to do it. It's because they're making money off of you.
Okay. All right. They can make money off of me. In fact, I offer my show to all my previous guests. All they have to do is show up, guest stream it, hang out long enough to make sure it's live. They can go away and go dork off wherever they want to. They've got free content. It's one show.
I just can't explain it right. I guess I'm not explaining it right, so I'm just going to.
It's a relationship guru. My wife has me trained where she says she's hot or cold. I get up and I change the temperature, get back in bed and be like, whoa, what just happened?
No, that's not her training you. That's you keeping your peace of mind. You don't. It's not her training you. It's just going ahead and solving the problem before there ever was one. I respect that.
I think if you meet somebody, the way you do your relationship is how you do it. You have general ways to handle things in relationships. We all do. But when
Yes.
it comes to personal relationships, that's up to you two. Because everybody's different.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
everybody.
and you can tell people and suggest things, but because I mean I'm like Red said, she buys her own flowers. Well, I know what that means to be a single person. I was single most of my life. I didn't relationship until my late 40s. I found it, and I've been with him for 15 years, so it's kind of brand new to me. But the way I see it is just take every day and enjoy it. And you're going to fight and you're going to fuss. You're not going to get along because you ain't supposed to get along all the time. Nobody's meant to get along all the time. Everybody has a little bit of
Yeah,
bad.
you cannot agree all the time. It simply won't
Thank you,
happen.
Leon.
No.
Thank you,
Here's my
Leon.
advice for people who are in relationships. Regardless of what your spouse does, simply try to live each day a little bit better than the day before.
Yeah, live your own truth.
Right. You can't really participate in other people's delusions, and trying to do so is only going to drag you down. And it's sad you sometimes can't hang out with people you think are fun, but those people will break you down and ruin you, and you can't have them around. It's unfortunate, but that is the reality of life. The sooner people can come to terms with this, the easier it is to extirpate the toxicity out of your existence.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of you, but that was a little bit the word. But
Oh, no,
I
man.
think
I get that a lot. Seems
if
I had
you're
a library card and made it work real hard for me.
well, I have library cards too, and I read a lot, but there's just something not put together. I think that it is 2023, and our ways that we learned, they're going to be extinct, like books. I mean, I'm going to collect all the books I can because pretty soon they're not even going to care about books.
I got to check, see who's here. I'll be right back.
And then one day somebody's going to unplug that big plug on everybody, and ain't nobody going to have nothing. There'll be no social media. There'll be no nothing.
Sorry, can someone drop the StreamYard link on Red Dirt Production? So if anyone wants to come up, probably Michelle, because she dropped unintentionally because of the So
I can't drop it.
if anyone can help on that
What do
one,
you want me to drop?
the
The
StreamYard
link
link.
over on mine.
Yeah, the StreamYard link.
Your
And
StreamYard
also,
link, Andy.
I'm a hillbilly hippie.
I'm dropping everyone else's links for you, but I can't drop the main link.
I think YouTube is fun because it does allow you to create and share a lot of stuff that you don't usually see. But lately,
I
I've
don't have
kind of
enough
shied away
battery
from
juice.
the live videos and
Join
stuff
you.
because
No worries.
So if you're in my chat, come on up if you want. Totally forgot I was live.
Yeah, you have to mute and unmute. I have to mute and unmute because I don't
But see, that's with this phone. I don't have to do that.
This is the greatest microphone I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you,
Lightest touch.
I think you have a good I have a radio voice. You have a radio voice, is what I call it.
I have had people get in my comments section and tell me where I was working in 1984. I know what radio station you worked at in the mid 70s. You used KRLSP over here in New Jersey at 2 o'clock hour. No, sir, I've never worked in radio. I probably should have.
You should.
Did you say 1984? I was only 10 years old.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it sounds like Wolfman Jack back for the attack from beyond the stack. You got to come here and get the pack. You know.
No, there's a guy that I follow that sounds like Wolfman Jack. Yeah, I promise you, he sounds just like him.
I found a narrator that reads like Rocky Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, that's yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
I remember the day all we had was a radio. All I had was a radio.
What?
What happened?
Someone I want to ask questions.
I know. I heard that from somebody.
Really?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Somewhere asking
I
questions.
didn't do
Was
nothing.
me.
Okay, it was me. I want to ask a question. I want to ask Bam a question since
Oh, go
he said
ahead.
he was relationship guru, basically, right?
I wouldn't say that. We just
She
talked
wants to know if you're a
We
married
just gave you
man.
that nickname now, so you just might as well have that now.
Your family, your stuff. Okay. What if? Okay, hypothetical.
Sure.
Hypothetical. What if you or someone walked in on their spouse in the middle of with another female? How would you shut up, Leon? How would you advise your advice?
Oh,
So if I'm a male walked in on my female wife with another female, that's what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
If you are a woman.
Wow, that went really
Wait a
far.
second. Well, I thought it was party time. I mean, but
no. What she's what I gather, what she's asking, if you walked in on
Typical
yourself, if you walked in on yourself with your wife with another woman,
No.
No.
that's what I thought.
She's asking if the man was with another woman.
Right. But
I would say yes, please.
You want them, you take them.
You go, Leon. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that.
you know, that's a very difficult situation. I can tell you about my life experience a little bit. Was my ex-wife and my best friend decided to have an affair, and I found out about it. I didn't walk in on him, but
you didn't walk in
no.
Okay.
But I found out about it.
What if you did walk in on them?
My younger self back then, it would have been an instant, Royal Rumble. But today, my older self, I mean, your heart breaks, and I would leave out, and they wouldn't have to worry about me no more because I'm gone.
Well, if she's gonna act like a hoe, I'm gonna treat her like a hoe. I'd walk in and throw $20 on the bed and take my place in the pile.
Well, now think
Look at me straight in the face.
You can't slap a
That's
scarlet
what
letter
she
on
did the night
somebody.
before.
But the flesh is weak. You can't just automatically slap a scarlet letter on somebody because they make a mistake. People, sexual things.
Oh
can
no,
go
ma'am.
on.
I'm sorry. Bringing a man home to my bed is not likely a mistake that you made lightly or
But my
quick.
point is, there has to be something going on to push either party to do something.
Sure,
that
we
way
can
they
talk about it after I get mine, and she gets her $20.
I just get my suitcase and all the paperwork and go get. If I was married, of course I'd take them to court and have everything else.
Now is that
because,
you grab your suitcase before or after you pick something up and you hit both of them over the head?
After I took her threw her out the window and then smacked him in next week, then I'd feel better.
Exactly.
A little bit. I want to do my business. But you can't. I mean, I
It's
understand that, but
it's a tough situation, you know.
the guts to go to somebody and say, "Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I think I need to go on and before we hurt each other." That's where people make the mistake. I know that if I was to do that, if I felt like I was attracted to somebody to that point, I would have to tell my old man, I just can't do this anymore. I don't want to hurt you. You know what I mean? And leave
I'm
it
gonna have to say
honestly.
this
Not
much.
everybody can do that. That's
If
what I
you're going to
say.
be doing that stuff, don't do it in the bed I bought. If I bought it for our marriage and we're married and this is our wedding, we've done the whole thing, we're truly doing it, but you're sneaking around on me, go to a hotel, go to a friend's house, go to a cousin's house, go to a freaking parking lot somewhere, but don't do it in my bed. That is the part that would anger me. People cheat, they do that, people lie, everyone does, so you can't expect people to be pure and pristine all the time. But at the same time, I can have certain things the way I want them in my house. For instance, no wife gangbangs in my bed. That's a simple request. Unless I'm invited. Like,
Yeah,
we can
do you have
discuss.
that posted at the door before you
Right.
walk in? No
Well,
wife
I don't think
gangbangs
you.
in
I,
my
I
bed.
didn't think you had to say stuff like that out loud. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was assumed, but
Right.
apparently it's not so
Yeah,
clear.
but you always got to look on the bright side here now, Sasquatch. You can throw that damn bed out and start all over again. Just get you a new one, just like you
could.
would a woman or a man.
You could.
Replace them.
But
That's
here's
what it's
the
all
thing.
about.
Burn it.
Just like with the bed, when you get a new bed,
Burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it.
look, the
Burn
new
it
bed
to the
will have its
ground.
own problems, right?
Make a little cardboard person like that looks like the person did wrong. Throw that damn thing in the
That's a
fire too. Get on over with. You know, then you won't get
That's a
charged
hate
with nothing.
crime. But
You
listen,
know.
your old bed has problems already. You don't like your old bed, so you're going to get a new bed, which means you're going to be purchasing brand new bed problems. The same is true with a spouse. Even if they've been cheating on you, you already know what's broken. It may be a fixable circumstance or one that you simply don't care enough to bother getting freaking bent out of shape about, right? For instance, let's say it's a couple that both people have been cheating on each other through the entire marriage, and they just have these spats and breakups. They get back together, they spat, they break up, they get back together, they both cheat constantly, and they both pretend like they don't. That is a toxic relationship to me. I would rather call you up and be like, hey, I just met this chick at the bar. I'm going to take her out to the van and have my way with her. Okay, honey. Click. That's a lot easier to deal with than, well, I got the clap.
See,
Were
when
you
they do
cheating
that,
on me? Obviously, I was cheating on you.
Said that. Well, I'd be packing the stuff. It'd be out on the front porch, on the lawn,
Netflix
or where
makes
the
this a
hell
lovely world.
when it comes out the front door.
All kinds.
You know, it doesn't matter because if you, but sex is that's what messes up a lot of people. That's one thing that I think, besides financial and what else is one of the top three things that are problems in relationships.
Sex, financial, and kids.
Right.
And I haven't got any of them.
All I can go by is my now, and like I said, my relationship's a serious relationship where I could put up with a man longer than a couple of days.
Okay.
Sorry.
I've been married for 20 years to the same.
No, but I raised my daughter as a single
I have
mother.
an 18-year-old daughter by another woman, and I adopted both of her other kids, this other woman's kids, and so did my wife, because we're a family.
I raised my daughter by myself. I didn't have no male at the time. I was working too hard to even be able to walk in the door and sit down half the time, trying to make a living. I didn't have no time to go out and date and stuff.
Well, Michelle, I have to kind of disagree with you on that because I'm just totally speaking from myself.
Speaking of which, my daughter is here with her grandbaby, and I haven't seen her yet, so I'm going to go look and make sure it's got 10 toes and is an actual section. I just need to go see this kid.
Make sure the toes is there.
It's the season to be
If
jolly.
your
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I feel like if your relationship is based on, if it's only based on sex, then you don't have no relationship.
No, that's true.
If you don't
This is
have
the-
all the three things, then you're all right.
Bam, this is the normal us, Bam.
Okay.
Welcome to the club, sir.
Sex is like having an itch. You got to scratch it. You know what I mean?
This is the
Eventually,
normal
if
us.
you got enough willpower, you can just forget about that
Yeah, but
itching and
if
go
you
on
start
with
off a
things.
relationship with just sex, bam, 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 you can't base a relationship just off of sex.
Yeah.
A relationship is not about money, sex, or whether you got a roof over your head. It's the person that you are with who is got the thoughts and everything that you have yourself.
Well said.
But it's also having a person to see you through the bad and the good and accept you for the bad and the good. But not everybody can live together. Like me, I still have problems with my old man. We've been together for 15 years, and I've been alone so long. I'm still trying to adjust sometimes. It's like, will you go away? No, I'm sorry. Go outside or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we
Well,
all
see,
need our.
that's the thing. You all need your personal space.
Red, your sister's here. Your sister's here.
Steph.
Red.
Steph.
Steph.
So we all need our personal space, though. You know.
Get up here, sis.
But still, I feel bad
What
because
my wife.
you would think I would be like, oh, this.
I swear, my wife is going to kill me one night because of my sleep apnea. It keeps her up.
No.
You don't have a CPAP machine?
No.
My father-in-law died of that. What just happened? Moose.
I think everybody has.
Sleep apnea is where you snore really loud, but you can't breathe.
It's only because
I
you want
have
to
it,
cuddle
but I
with
got a
them.
CPAP. So.
Yeah.
Frog,
Oh,
really?
tell Miss Frog to holler at me in private. I'll tell her how to take care of that.
Yeah, smother me at night. Yeah.
Tell Stephen, Missy, get back to work.
It won't be bruised, I promise.
Stephanie.
As she always says, she's going to kick me out of bed
Okay,
or smother me at
Michelle.
night, you know.
Take care, Michelle.
But I'm like, I can't help it.
You know, the worst thing my old man ever had to get used to is when he heard me talking to myself. That was a big one for him to get over. He wasn't expecting that.
Right.
But he's
I've
used
got
to
a
it
question.
now.
Right.
He
I've got a
likes all the
question for
people
you.
up there, he says.
Okay.
And I'm grateful, you know.
Right. You say you talk. Is there anyone in this chat that talks in their sleep?
Me.
Yes.
Me.
Do you ever answer yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about talking to ourselves?
In our sleep.
No,
in our sleep.
Oh, dude, I have no idea what I talk about in my sleep. But my wife tells me it's very interesting and someone should record it, but she can't be bothered.
I bet
I
you.
recorded myself sleeping one time.
Yep.
I talk in my
bet
sleep
you
too. So
that your wife could sit there and have a full-blown conversation with you.
I don't have
And
a
the
wife.
following day, you wouldn't know what you were talking about.
next month she'll be like, "Who the hell were you talking to?" Be like, "I don't know."
You guys do know there's YouTube channels just for that, right? That they
Yeah.
just sleep.
I've seen some of them.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Even Sarah's
everything.
just said, I
Just
even
type
talk
it
in my
YouTube,
sleep.
you'll find it.
Sarah!
Weird ways to clean your toes. Type it in and you'll find 5,000 videos on YouTube about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say what I found on YouTube too.
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to say.
I didn't know you could do stuff with body parts till I got on YouTube.
Oh,
There's the correct ways too that shows you how on YouTube.
No.
Yeah.
No,
This is
don't
not
go down that
like-
road.
I'm gonna have to be doused with holy water after this live chat.
You might burn, Mandy.
I'm gonna have to do some searching.
Check all of our channels out. You'll be like, "What did I get myself into?"
On my channel, all I do is short. I don't have any content. I come up with stuff now and then. Whatever floats my boat that day, I might make a video. I don't know. You know, like I said, I just come on here to meet people because people.
This is
listen to me.
perfectly normal for my streams.
This is normal for us.
Yeah, no, this is pretty on point.
I started out with YouTube recording memories for my babies for when I'm dead and gone.
Right.
Just things that I like to do and yeah. Now I've kind of lost interest in it. I really don't care.
Do you know?
And
But by
I'm
the way, my daughter made an actual person. It's a real person with toes and fingers and wiggling around all by itself. It's weird,
Real
man.
deal.
It wasn't there before.
There's one memory I'm always going to cherish, and that is one of Mandy.
Memory or memories?
Oh, Lord have mercy,
It's-
Leon. You're
Oh,
going down
sorry.
the road.
Are you just moving?
No,
up to
I'm
Leon? You know
I'm
how
not being.
slick you are now.
Poor
I'm
Bam.
not being.
I'm
I'm not
telling
being
you,
in any.
slick as a
in
I
any
know what
way.
you're talking about. You're talking about Boo and the Black Snake.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Oh my God, that was.
Funny.
that is
I
gonna
have a
always
memory of Mandy that I can never erase from my mind.
exactly.
Uh-oh.
Never, ever. No. No. This was, she sent it to me privately, and I can't never erase it.
It,
But-
it wasn't a
but you
picture.
got that-
We was
you-
FaceTiming, wasn't we, Vicky?
But see, we're all good
Yeah.
friends.
But
We
this
can
is
do
the
this to
thing.
each
Yeah,
other.
but I'm a good friend, but there's some things I don't need to know about my friend, Frog. I mean,
Like
come
I
on.
learned a lot about Mr. Nash down there. You
I
know.
love you all,
But this
but I
is
don't
what-
have to know everything.
This is what I was saying, Vicky. At least you got that memory of Mandy that
Yeah.
you cannot erase. None of us can.
Exactly.
Well, I know that I'm not downsizing or playing anything
Leon,
against the memory. I'm just saying.
Vicky's talking about something totally
You were talking about
different than what you're
memory.
talking about.
I'm not a softie like you, Leon. I
Welcome,
can't help
welcome
it.
to
My
our
heart is
world,
very
Bam.
warm. I do not cuddle. Ask my daughter. When my daughter fell down, I laughed and picked her up. I didn't sit there, oh, honey, are you okay? Oh my God, come here, sweetie. I just said, get the hell up. Stop crying. No, I didn't say that. But no, I'm not a
Some nerd
softie.
on
I don't care if
He'll
you
be fine.
call me a softie. I don't care.
I
That's
don't
the
care
that's
either.
the Generation X, Vicky. Ain't you Generation
Yeah.
X?
I don't know what it is anymore. But
I'm
I'm just
Generation
All right, over
X.
there, can't say too much.
there's memories I have inside of me that nobody can take place of my grandkids and me. That I would, I'll always hold on to.
I think George has been quiet for a while.
He moved.
Yeah.
You okay, George?
George.
He's just listening. He's doing his deep work.
Well, George, what I
George.
was going to tell you was I went thrifting this morning.
Cool.
And of course, I'm on the hunt all the time for you a hat. But I talked to my nephew, and he said that if you or myself can wait a couple months, he's going to pick you up a brand new hat from Bike Week.
Sure.
Ooh.
No problem there.
We're all good
Leon,
friends, Bam.
honey, get back here. I wasn't being mean. I was just saying, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Don't hide behind
Welcome
that
to the
damn
club, though.
Hi, Steph.
microphone. Hey, Steph. Are you
What's
in the
up,
mail room,
Steph?
honey? Are you in that special room I like of your house? Are you in there? Oh, cool. My
Are you
friend
in
lives
the
in
top
that
corner?
room.
How are you, sis?
I'm a bit of work today. I'm a bit tired. I had a bit of a
Ooh.
doze earlier.
And
I
you, where
like
you work at Amazon? You work at Amazon?
No, I'm next. So close up.
Can I ask you to say something for me?
Yeah.
And I know it's the wrong accent, but I just want to hear what you sound like saying it. Can you say the dingo stole my baby?
The digger stole my baby. The digger stole my
The
baby.
dingo stole your baby.
The
I thought the dingo ate my baby. I thought it was.
dingo ate my baby.
There you go. Thank you so much. I'm going. All right, is that your channel? This stuff. I'm going to subscribe immediately.
Ate my baby.
Takes the voice
Say the dingo ate my baby or the dingo stole my baby?
I don't know.
It was ate my baby. Yeah, ate my baby.
I think she said stone.
It's from a movie, isn't it? Is it from a movie?
It's a movie. Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, poor Steph. I'm sorry. I'll try to
Do
get this.
you know
We're
that
sorry, Steph.
that
Wait a
they
minute,
found
dingoes
the
are kangaroos, ain't it?
Okay.
I ain't gonna say it. Some things are mean.
It's fine.
Kangaroos.
Oh.
Do you know that they found the blue sweater that the baby had on buried in the sand?
Oh, Lord.
Hi, Leah.
So Scott, can you drop your link if it's possible so I could share it out?
Drop your link, Steph.
You have to go into Red Dead Productions.
All you have to do is type in her name.
Where's my thingy?
So we can, let everyone else.
What the heck was that?
I think I found the right place. Sorry. I suspect that was her channel.
My
That's me.
ding-a-ling, my
Oh,
ding-a-ling.
holding on my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
My cousin played
It's a
And bam,
it's
you
a
can
great
also do
song.
that too if you want to.
and sing do-la.
You have
You
to
know,
go
after
into
this,
Hi, George.
we're
I
never
done ate
going to
the
see
whole
Bam
background like
again
oh,
after
it's
this.
Friday.
Feeling this with a sigh. Somewhere
I know.
ages.
How's
What?
Mrs. doing?
We're never going to see Bam again after this. He's going to be like, I had enough of y'all guys.
Hello,
Y'all are crazy.
Riley's. Hope you're
I
well.
don't know because this guy right here
Look
is
at this
worse.
guy right there. Look at that guy
This one right down here.
right there. It's
And
all
the
his
guy
fault.
across.
Everybody, I have papers in my dresser drawer that will tell you that I have a mental illness,
Oh shit.
So
and
do I.
you can't pick on me. You understand? Because it is illegal in some states for you to harass mentally ill people. Do you know that?
I am mentally ill. I come
Yeah.
from Essex.
Like there was a case here in California of a homeless lady, and
You
she
come
suffered.
from what, Steph?
I
She
just say
suffered.
I
No,
come
really,
from
she
Essex.
got a big amount of money off of those people because this poor lady got harassed by just normal people putting her down all the time. And she took them to court and she won a case because she was mentally ill and they were harassing her. She wasn't bothering them. She was just standing there talking to herself a lot. And they actually, she won. I don't know what that was. It was like almost
Oh
5
my
figures.
God.
Leave the
Yeah.
area. Leave
Oh
I
my
know that.
God.
the area.
I want to
Hey,
test
thank
that
you for
because I
sharing
need
me
some
out
cash.
there. I
I need
appreciate
some
that, Leon.
cash.
Hi.
James.
Nobody.
James Gab Gab, what's up, James Gab Gab?
James guy, what's up, buddy?
I think I've seen
I
your
don't know who
channel.
live you're on, James. Well, there's a lot of different lives going on.
I've seen James before.
They're all
Okay.
doing this streaming off of each other. I call it piggybacking. Isn't it like piggybacking? Like you're doing a live
he's on your
stream,
live
so I'm
stream.
gonna piggyback off of your live stream, so I'm
He's
doing
on
a live
mine.
stream.
I did
Yeah.
it.
What is
Thank
that?
you.
That puts me in mind of a movie. You got a
Are
real
you?
pretty
Are
mouth,
you?
boy.
You know, I said
Okay.
that the other day to somebody. You got pretty mouth.
Can someone help me on this
Feel
one?
like a pig.
Sesh. Can someone help me on
Feel
this
like
one?
a pig, boy. Feel
Sasquatch.
like a pig.
He
Feel like
dropped the link on the private chat. Can anyone copy and paste that and paste it on Reddit production if it's okay? Or
I just
on
Mandy running after them pigs. I want you to film that next time you're running after that pig. I want to see you running in them boots after them
How
pigs.
many? There's all kind of animal drama here on the farm. Just
Thank
about
you,
every.
James.
Who's running
It's
for
because
pigs?
those woods are haunted. You live all that oozy gooey stuff out in the
Oh,
woods.
oh, I got news.
Oh,
You do.
spill the tea, baby.
I got news.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay, I'm
News or ghost?
My
News or
stock
ghost?
room, my stock room at work's haunted.
Oh no, that's a bad
Right?
thing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was in there all on my own, right? And then all of a sudden, my pen, top lid, fell off and flew across the room.
Did
Well, that
it?
Oh no.
be the earth shaking underneath you and you're not feeling it. That don't mean their ghost pushed it. Now come on, a pin flies across
Oh,
the
yeah,
room.
it did. It
It
was
could
on
be an
properly.
earthquake,
The
you
lid
think.
was on properly. You know, like a marker pen. When you push the lid down and it clicks, don't it?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was one of them.
I don't know.
I had it in my back pocket, right? In my
you
bum
run?
pocket, right?
Did you
And
run?
it pinged off and flew across the stock room.
Did you
Into
run?
the knickers. Into the
Oh my
knickers.
goodness.
Anyway, whatever.
Into the knickers.
Shut up.
Knickers are underwear. Aren't they underwear knickers?
Flew off of the
I
desk.
suddenly want to ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Wait. Now tell me, where was the pen laying, sis?
On top of the box.
On a table.
Oh, Steph.
Right. My pen. The pen was in my back pocket, in my bum pocket, right? It was a
Right,
marker
bum.
pen.
Bum.
I think that means something different in prison.
Yeah.
Annie.
Go ahead.
I'm listening. I'm trying to listen.
Anyway, I had it in my back pocket, in my fanny pocket, as you would call it over there. And, right, it was a marker pen, which is one of the ones you push the lid right on and it clicks, yeah?
Okay.
Right? I had it in my back pocket, right? I was doing the clothes. All of a sudden, this lid popped off from top of my pen and flew across into the knickers.
Is it possible that the flexing of your gluteus has instigated this event?
I suppose it could have been. But that
Did you hear the lid snap when you shut
yeah,
it?
it did make a sort of a noise.
And you put it in your back pocket.
Yes.
Huh.
And that room, right, it's got like a really cold.
We got to
It's really
recreate
cold
that
in
and
there.
debunk this.
All right, so immediately put on those blue jeans, go get the pen, and bend over in front of the camera, and we will totally handle it from there.
Well,
I've got the
well, put it
plans
this
on
way. Me and Steph already know that the room that she's sitting in now is haunted.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Wait.
Anywho,
Was your pants tight fitting on you? Did they fit tight?
I'll be
We're all
the
waiting.
Here we go.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this is the wrong platform.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
that'd
that-
be.
I'll show you.
did you say that
I said popped out.
Oh my goodness.
they are quite Hold on.
No, there's no way that he can
No,
pop the
stop.
fuck out.
No twerking, please.
No.
Oh, hello, baby.
This
Okay.
is a strange turn. You're welcome.
Sorry.
It might help if you it might help if you put the pen in your pocket before you show us your bottom.
If anything,
I'm good either way.
if you bent over,
It will
I
pop.
wasn't
Oh my
bending
goodness.
over.
well, that's what I'm saying. If anything, it would have pushed it further down into your pocket.
All right, try it one more time. But this time, I want you to arch your back, look over your shoulder, and make a kiss motion.
Bend over, Barbie. Bend over, Barbie.
You say plenty of eye contact.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, yeah, this room's a bit weird anyway. It's a bit cold in there as well.
That's your haunted room.
It's
Well-
got sort of like a funny feeling.
In the UK, and you guys are cold kind, and it looks like a big house. And is it concrete?
Yeah, I've got a man in my boiler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
The
now you
boiler
tell
room.
me.
Oh,
Now
I
you
forgot.
tell me.
All right, so I want to record that laugh and use it for a witch.
The boiler room.
That one too. This is brilliant. And I'm glad I subscribed to you. This is going to be great.
Steph, I have a question.
At her house one day, and he was working in the boiler room, and she was admiring him, and she was really into the boiler man. So now we call him the boiler man. Come back, and the fireman across the street.
Yeah, the last boiler man I got was really was just not good.
He didn't get it for you, did he?
There
The
you
one
go.
that
Steph,
sent me
Sam.
last
Relationship you can break down and analyze.
the one they sent me last time wasn't the same one. I was disappointed.
That's how my old man won my heart. He bent over when he was working one day, and I was his. I said, "Baby, I love you."
Steph, I have a question.
Yep.
I have a question. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you do a reenactment of what happened?
Tell me that you love me.
On the same layout. There you go.
I haven't got the pen.
All right, take it again from the top. This time with verb and feel.
It was like a marker pen. Sort of like
She's
this.
finding it.
But maybe a little bit smaller.
All right, so put it in your pocket.
I had it in my
Here we go.
Right.
Bring
I
her
had
big
my
now.
phone- I had my phone
Oh
in
my goodness.
right? Like that. So I had, hold on a sec. So I had,
Oh,
like,
oh.
Money shot. Money shot. That's money shot right there. You're welcome.
I had, right?
That was too much.
Oh, God.
I was just too much.
I
My
had,
work here is done.
I had my phone in my pocket, right?
Oh my goodness.
And my phone the other side.
It's
Right?
because your jeans was too tight. They're a little snug, honey. And
No, you are wrong. Those
hear
are
me out, damn it.
absolute perfection. Do not listen to the naysayers. They're just haters. Flawless victory.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. And it popped, the top went pop like that.
Now you're coming to Steph, now you're making George have a hot flush.
When I worked I give up.
Oh, Jesus. George got right down there.
Sorry, George.
Hey, George.
Bam. That's one thing I have to say. Welcome to our world.
Thank you, guys.
I have to say, I'm honestly pleasantly pleased. Usually, I confuse everyone. I don't even try. But here, I'm confused. It's a pleasant change.
Yeah, I have no idea what she's talking about. With you
doesn't
you
take
getting
too
to
much
bend
to
over on
confuse.
cam. That's pretty. That's
So, in other words,
trick.
Steph, you're saying that you think a spirit popped that little cap off of your marker out of your back pocket and it swung it into the knickers. Okay, now, whose knickers? Are they used knickers? Your knickers?
I was getting to that. We were saving that for a later event. we were going to cover that.
When you showed the
They were
knickers.
mine.
I don't know.
No, they're not my knickers.
I was asking for that one.
So why do you have someone else's knickers laying around?
No, I'm working, right? In the
Okay, but why are people leaving their knickers at your job?
Because we're the clothing store.
Oh.
Kind of strip club or
Okay,
something?
totally different. Okay.
George, you poor man.
Poor George.
Oh, candy camera.
I don't know y'all anymore. I don't even know y'all.
You got it the second time.
Okay, so they were new knickers.
I have, yes, right. In this stockroom, right, I have a row of knickers and bras. Actually, it's 2 rows. There's knickers, bras, right?
Okay, just
What-
for the
What kind of bra?
In the stock room.
hold up. Just for the sake of the people in the United States, could you call them bloomers?
Bloomers.
Hey, the 1800s. They're underwear, panties,
We had
bibbies.
underwear. We've got knickers, thongs, and big bloomers.
I much prefer how she says it. They're knickers. They will forever be knickers from now until the end of time. So saith the Sasquatch. Knickers. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm not
we have
working.
bloomers,
Not
knickers, thongs, bras,
Oh,
right?
thong. Dong,
Knickers,
dong,
bras,
dong, dong.
thongs, more bras, right? And then over the other side, there's bikinis, swimsuits, right? And then next to them, there's nighties, pajamas, dressing gowns, and all those kind of things, right?
So do you have any dinosaur pajamas?
Likes her
I'm looking for
lingerie.
a good suit of dinosaur pajamas with footies and like the onesie button on bottom.
No, we ain't got any of them.
I wear sweats and a sweatshirt and a hat because it's cold at night, and I put a hat on my head. That's a hat because it's cold to keep my ears warm.
You sleep in a hat?
She said
Yes,
with a
sir.
hat on. What the flip?
Wait,
Yeah, that's very functional.
Very cold.
At night, and I don't turn on my heat, so I'm not going to get
Wait,
pneumonia.
Simon.
So I put on a hat.
That's literally a nightcap.
Can't hear you, Leon. We say.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Do you consider style on your night hats?
Yeah,
Or just
no,
how-
I wear a cap. It's a like a winter cap that says California on it, and I put it on my head
Like
and
a
sleep
snuggie?
because it's cold. Yeah, because I
Okay.
don't turn on the heat at
Picture
night.
you pulling it down over your eyes just above your nose and then zonking out in the corner like one of the stray
That's what I
animals.
do. That's
Right.
right. I'm an animal. Watch out, Dean. I'm
Yeah,
coming
I'm
after you.
proud.
Dreaming and twitching. Yeah.
That story you said about the guy drinking all the water that you found all these years ago?
Coastal water.
Ask him about the guy that drinks all the.
I'm here.
Where are my
Yeah.
firemen? Woo woo. Yeah, did you see my last shot?
Oh,
Whoa. Sorry.
She wants a
Proud.
fireman.
I
Anybody
love-
can dress up as a fireman and be in front of Stephanie's house and the.
I will
on the
dress as a fireman, but only if you let me chop my way through a wall. I will totally do that.
I like a fireman.
Please do not say that to Steph and my other half because they like firemen.
I do like a fireman.
Oh, you learned something about Sarah.
There can't be any actual fire involved. My hair is flammable.
Do you like the outfit, Steph, or you just
I
like?
don't know. I just find firemen really hot. Like literally.
Steph, there's an ex-serviceman. Steph, there's an ex-serviceman underneath you.
He snorted.
She gets the kids around the neighborhood to fall off the bike so they can call the firemen so she can watch out the window at them.
Like a fireman on Zoom.
Steph,
go fall down. We gotta call the ambulance.
I
Poor
know.
Bam.
Steph, Backlash is a fireman.
Yes, he
Oh, yes.
is.
He's
a
a
volunteer.
firefighter.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought he was
volunteer.
just a fisherman myself.
I'm
I
a
mean,
retired
I
horse
just-
firefighter.
I don't know. I must have missed
I'm
the
married a
boat.
man that'll play any kind of firefighter, construction, any kind of man I want. He can fit the bill.
Did you
I'm
see
married
my
that
shot?
kind of man. Tomorrow he might be my cowboy.
anyone got any chocolate?
I
Yeah.
I have one.
Bro.
I have some chocolate.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to. I'm
I'm
trying to
here.
diet.
I'm trying.
So
I'm trying.
since,
I know you're
Diet.
trying.
What color is it now?
since I've been working, I have been working quite a bit. Just a bit worried.
Okay, Bam. This one thing you need to know.
Yeah.
If this is what you see now on live stream, the after party is even worse than this. So
Hell yeah.
Look at this bloke.
I'm just standing up here a minute and saying,
Oh,
you know,
hello, baby.
Oh my God! Really? Really,
He's got
Steph?
solid teacup.
yeah.
Really, Steph?
Oh,
Really,
Steph?
Steph?
look
I
at
You
tried
you.
don't have a picture of your children.
He could fill out a train, bro.
I have a picture of my children too.
I don't like men looking like that. I don't like men. Those type of men are, they act too, I don't know, they're fine. I don't like men.
Steph,
I like a man
a
with blue
question.
jeans and t-shirt.
Do you ever sit down to a good box of wine?
I don't really drink.
Did you say box of wine?
Well,
Get a good box of wine.
I like a red wine. Yeah.
And I know
Red
it
wine.
ought to be better.
She likes the
What's
red
that?
one.
Oh, now she's going down.
Anyone want any chocolate?
No, you're. How can we have chocolate? You're way over across the pond, Leon.
Sorry. Oh,
Those
My
chocolate
I'll take a
bars.
piece.
my beautiful daughter. Look.
all right. So I was just looking, and it's $14.50 to skip a box of chocolate over here.
Oh,
I
yes.
can't eat sweets. I'm a diabetic. Sorry.
That's my daughter. She's gorgeous.
And it'll probably get confiscated as the border. You know,
Oh,
I'm not that lucky.
It's all legal here, dude. They legal it.
I'm gonna go get
It's
sweet.
legal over here.
I'll be back. Hold on.
okay, Terminator. I'll be back.
Let
I'll
me
be
go
back.
out to my
I'll
garden
be
out
back.
Oh,
Where's Steph
I'll
go?
be back.
Steph!
I'll be back.
Get a drink.
Steph!
I need a drink. I need
Okay,
a
go
drink.
get you one. Hurry up!
jeez.
You certainly need to drink. You should
Good
go
Lord.
with some
Bam and
screwdrivers,
Sasquatch.
All right,
work your
John.
way up to some
Behave.
margaritas.
George,
All I can say is,
when do
can
they
say
ever
is
behave?
I'm glad
Poor
they're out of the
Bam.
country. You're glad they're out of the country.
I don't want to be Hive.
Oh, Nash.
yeah,
Yeah, miss.
I was supposed to do this the next time I went live. Do you have a problem with me dropping somebody else's link?
No.
Okay. I gotta find it first.
Find whose link?
It's a friend of my son's.
I thought
Are
we
you
were.
assembling a Lego set?
I don't know. Who, me?
I don't know. Sounds like someone's building something. I keep expecting to hear it power up.
Washing
Not me.
dishes.
But I bet Mr. Nash is eating chocolate ice cream.
I'm
As
being
always.
No, not me. I didn't do anything.
It's all
There's
Well,
his fault.
technically, I'm trying. Yeah.
There's some work going on next door, so
I don't think it's yours. I don't think it's yours, Bam.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm washing
Hello?
dishes. He's part of this.
Washing dishes.
Yeah.
Did they
I do
offend you?
work- I do work while I'm watching YouTube. I try to be productive. I just can't sit down to listen to people.
And that is from Steph.
No, I'm going to head on back.
Hello.
I'm having a hard time keeping awake here, so I'll talk to you guys again sometime.
All right, see you.
Take it. Take it easy, George.
Aloha.
I'll do it. I'll talk to you.
Night,
Take care.
George.
Night, George. Oh my God, she's got a
Behave now, or else.
Why you have a banana?
Well, I'm aroused.
I'll
Never
see
gonna
you
behave,
later.
George.
George is tired. He was up all night on Wendy's channel.
Yep.
Okay, now
Have a
sit
banana.
bend over now. This is the time to bend over now, Michelle. Go ahead.
Michelle, where's Michelle? I don't see Michelle.
I didn't mean I
Michelle.
called her Michelle.
Michelle.
Check your that picture that I sent you on Facebook Messenger. That's the picture off of my main screen.
What?
Look at Bam. He's like, I'm totally confused now. I don't know.
There's
what's going
Bam.
I'm enjoying the chaos.
We're sorry, Bam. We're sorry.
Stephanie,
You found something new about all of us.
That banana. Stand up and show your bottom with that banana.
No,
I've tried to find you guys. You know, I'm bouncing around trying to get to all your channels and grab you up.
What have I done?
Bam, did you drop your link?
Somebody dropped it. Earlier,
I did.
think. Yeah.
Bam. I've seen you before in some. I can't remember what live it was, but in a few lives I think before.
Awesome. Well, if you guys know Belt Loop, I go to his live
No,
stream.
I don't frequent belt loops or any of those. No, not. That's just.
Belt would be a very interesting person to sit down and have a one-on-one.
Well, it's okay if you get. Some people don't click, Red. That's all it is. It's no problem.
But I was sitting here listening to Belt Loop, and I would like to just do a one-on-one conversation with him about his.
That's what she said.
Shut up. About his law enforcement experience. That I'd like to pick his brain about that, and that's why I was
Is that all you want to pick, huh?
Panel. Y'all would hush.
Yeah, never mind.
Steph and Vicky wasn't on the panel then,
We know that.
and the pin dropped. Mic dropped.
No, what you're saying?
I just say to each his own. I don't. It's your life. You have who you know. I don't know him that well.
It ain't my life.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
who's
my
live.
life.
I came
I'm
on
live.
and Red Dirt Production was live, and that's what I clicked on. I don't know all the mess we're talking about. I don't want nothing to do with it.
I'm live on my
Yeah.
channel.
Everybody poke a comment over here and we'll see what pops up.
That's the
Whoever
only
makes a
reason
comment
why
pop
I
up.
came in. That's the only reason why I came live is because I seen you were live. Because
Did
I'm
you not
loyal.
find
I'm
it,
loyal. I don't change being a friend because the atmosphere change or people change. I pick who I like, and the others, they know I don't like them, and they don't like me, and I'm good with that. I'm okay. I got so many people up in my head, I can keep myself entertained all damn day long. I'm just.
Is though,
Steph, you're
are they
muted.
living there rent free?
Steph looks confused.
I enjoy
You're muted, Steph.
but I've stepped away from it. Like lives, I'm not going to be doing many lives
I
anymore.
can't scream at her. Steph, you're muted.
Steph, you're muted.
We can't hear a thing you're saying, girl.
Can you do sign language? That would help.
Just move your lips. Guys can read women.
Thank you.
A man can read a woman's lips.
I will as soon as I get a chance.
That's all I'm saying.
I thought she was gonna do the eat the banana with no hands challenge or whatever.
No, I
Hey,
can't
she's
eat.
checking out your bra.
What's the matter? Are you excited? She got excited.
She's a little
You know, bananas can be good.
Sis, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Maybe she ain't talking. Oh, she is talking.
She doesn't appear to be muted now. We just can't hear her.
I peeled the banana.
Okay, I'm no longer aroused.
Steph, we can't hear you.
Okay.
We can't hear you, Steph.
Hold on.
Oh,
There,
There you go.
Who are you calling Winger?
like a professional.
She
I
meant
mean, I'm sorry, girl.
Hello. Hold on a
Don't.
sec.
I got me a banana. I got my banana. Me and my banana.
My iPad's gonna die. I have to switch over to
Oh, Steph, pull him back into the camera so I can see his sexy self.
Uh-oh.
Steph, let me see him, Steph. Steph, don't keep him all to yourself.
I'm pretty sure she snatched out her earbuds. She can't hear none of this.
If she's like me, she don't like to share. I mean, get your own.
Greedy gumption.
She is greedy. You're greedy, Steph. That's just right.
Fireman arrived.
But what if he's my true love? What if he's the one? And you're gonna keep him from me? How dare you? What a sassy girl you are.
Oh yeah.
No, definitely more.
You probably want to make this private, Red. People might get all this one.
Having a banana. Having a ball.
You're welcome.
You go. Boy, I bet your husband's happy, Steph. I'm sorry, I'm a bad girl. I just can't help it.
Sasquatch.